Ça passe tout le monde? Okay, so I like to introduce myself again, just like Jeff said. My name's Alysha Dunbar. I'm a junior here at NJCU, and I major in political science. Now today, my presentation will be on embracing your natural hair. Okay, so before I get started, I'm going to ask some questions. I need some participation, okay? So, who here has natural hair or embrace their natural hair texture? Raise your hand. Okay, awesome. Okay, out of all those people, how many of you guys always embrace your natural hair? Okay, and how many of you guys didn't? Awesome. Does anyone here know what transitioning means? Anyone? Charisse, what's transitioning? Go ahead.
Transitioning is the piece in between you transition your hair from perm into natural. That's when you're getting the chemicals out of your hair.
Okay, perfect. And does anyone know what big chop is? Go ahead, hon. You're right there. What's your name?
Jada.
Jada?
It's basically when you're cutting your hair like really, really short. It could be a teeny afro or, just start from its natural state and you continue growing it once you do your big chop. You're chopping on your process. Well, not process, but perm hair.
Perfect. So, myself, I actually transitioned for a couple months and then I did the big chop. So, I'm going to take you guys back in time to when I was probably 9 years old. That's when I actually got my first relaxer or perm in my hair at 9 years old, okay? So growing up, I went to a predominantly Caucasian Catholic school. So when I was in class, my fellow peers and my friends, they had silky, smooth hair, and I just remember just hating my natural hair. I would spend countless hours in between my mother's legs. I have the box of barrettes in it on my leg. My mom tugging my hair. She's like, Alysha, suspend move. Puki saw it tout by guys sounding she hits me off the comb. So basically what she's saying, she's just stop moving. You're always turning your head, turn your head right. And then I turn my head left and then she yanks it and she hits me off the comb and I end up crying. And it's just a horrible experience. And I remember seeing my fellow peers and I was just like, why can't I have hair like them? I'm tired. I'm tired of my hair getting tangled. I'm tired of my hair being big and poofy. I wish it was just super straight, fit my face, and I didn't have to worry about it much. So basically, when I saw that, at 9 years old, I wasn't very content with myself. So I lost my identity at then because I wasn't embracing my hair. So I remember specifically at 9, what do I know about anything about identity? I asked my mom, I was like, why can't my hair be normal? I just want my hair to be normal. Now, what is normal? At 9 years old, what did I know about being normal? To me, I thought normal was what I saw in front of me and what was being praised every day in front of my eyes. I didn't have the super straight hair. My hair was always frizzy. My mom would put my hair in a bun. By the time I came out of school, it was out of a bun and it was sticking up like this. So I was just enough is enough. I'm 9 years old. I asked my mom, Mommy, I want a relaxer. Now, the women in my family, they've been perming their hair every 3 months, religiously, touch up the roots all the time. So it's about to be my process to start getting into that. So what happens, I remember this day like it was yesterday. We went to Walgreens, got a box of perm. I sat in between my mother's legs. She permed my hair. Now, I remember I was so excited. Has anyone had a perm before? Yeah? Yeah, it burns extremely, it's excruciating. So when she's putting the perm, my scalp is burning. I mean, by the time I finished, I had scabs right here, scabs on my scalp because if you guys know, the first time you perm your hair, you have to put it throughout your whole hair, and you have to leave it for some time so it can actually straighten. Exactly. So I see a lot of people's faces like, oh my gosh, that's ridiculous, like to even go through that. And once to remind you, I'm 9 years old. So I was so excited. I didn't even care about the burning sensation. I was like, yes, I'm finally gonna get to be normal. When I walk, my hair is gonna like blow in the wind. It's gonna look all nice. So that's what I was just thinking about. So after that, I remember this feeling specifically after my mom would wash my hair in the sink. So I put my head down. She's washing my hair. And I remember feeling a sense of weight being lifted, like off my shoulders. But it wasn't technically off my shoulders, more so off my head. Okay? So as you know, a relaxer, like, it basically it moves around the particles of your hair follicles. So it breaks everything down. So that weight I felt being lifted off my head was the density of my hair falling off. Okay? And on top of that, at 9 years old, now that I think back, as a 22-year-old woman, it wasn't just my hair that was being lifted or the density, but it was actually my identity that was leaving me. At that point, I wasn't Alysha anymore. I didn't really represent my Haitian culture anymore. I basically cut that piece of me out of my life. Now for 10 years, I continued. I was part of the relaxer team, which I have no problem because my hair, it was laid all the time, shiny, smooth, slick. I could wet my hair and then come out, and then I wouldn't have to worry about spending countless hours maintaining my hair or taming it, so to say. So I was pretty content with that. Now, as I approached my junior year in high school, so probably 16, 17 years old, I actually did my first attempt of transitioning. So just to reiterate everyone's memory, transitioning is the process of when you stop perming your hair, you start growing out your natural hair in hopes that eventually your ends will fall off. So a lot of people just tend to do the big chop because it's easier. Because as you transition, your hair falling out is not good either. Everything's just breaking off. And you have to remember when you transition as well, your first root is not naturally natural. That's called scalp hair. So your curl pattern will not automatically come out, okay? So I had stringy, here was poofy, and here was string. So junior year I did that, but I did it for the wrong reasons, obviously. I wanted to look good. Prom season was coming up. I'm like, no, I'm gonna dye my hair, I'm gonna straighten it, I'm gonna look good. So I cut my hair into layers to look good. I dyed my hair to look good. I was transitioning to look good, but it was not up until my first year of college. I attempted to transition a second time, which was my final time. I wasn't transitioning to look good. I was transitioning to be me. Thank you. I saw it. Thank you. So my first year, I went to Howard University. So I was definitely engulfed in my heritage and becoming more in tune with my Black culture. And as you guys know, I'm the Vice President of the Haitian Student Association. I am a proud Haitian American, and I am a proud Black woman as well, okay? So after Howard, I began to learn a little bit more about myself. Now you guys may ask, how does natural hair and leadership tie together? Well, I had someone tell me, you have to be an authentic leader. You have to be real. So me becoming natural was me being real. So at 19 years old, one last time I sat between my mother's legs again. Instead, I gave my mom scissors. She cut all my hair off, okay? I cried when I saw my hair fall on the floor. But that same weight, I felt lifted when I had put my head in that sink and I lift it up, I felt that same way. But instead, it was a sense of relief and pride. So when you think of scissors, you think of subtracting, cutting out. Ironically, those scissors added something back to my life. It added my identity. So lastly, before I go, I hope your day is filled with broken hair ties, coconut oil spills on your clothes because I had that, and you gotta change it, scissors, broken brushes. I broke like 10 brushes in this hair already, and crazy, beautiful spirals. I hope your fro grows, your skin glows, and I hope you too can embrace your natural hair. Thank you so much.